further ado, this is the stew reveal. Cinti, you've actually been in the studio. You're the only person in the chat who's actually been in the studio. But all right, guys, welcome to the stew. Jeez, the Omnibot stew. Yeah. Wait, can you see it? All right. So here's the story about this Omnibot. Is that Wes and I went to the flea market in Pasadena, and we found this guy. Although it's broken, he does roll around. It's supposed to be like a little cassette joint. Controller. This guy's awesome. Omnibot. But yeah, welcome. This is the new lair. Boop boop boop. So today this is kind of just a easing back into this. Although, yeah, next Friday I'm going to be in Canada of all places, Calgary, playing a couple of shows or one show. But for the inevitable future, this is the home of the stream. You. Got my little cozy shoes on. But yeah, this is where we're going to be hanging out. Today, I'm just going to be listening to some music that I've been making over the course of the UK and the Europe kind of expedition, and then back home here. And we're just going to be hanging out and talking about stuff, catching up. I know it's been a long time. We'll talk a little bit about the UK and how that was, and this guy, he was there as well. And so I'm sure he has a little bit of something to put in there. Yeah, we're going back too. We're going back in September. All right. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with this thing. So essentially, I've had a lot of music that I haven't been putting out, and that's because I've been waiting to put out this little project I'm working on, projects rather. So I'm just gonna have these kind of going in the background. And meanwhile, I'm just gonna chat about the UK and all of that, and yeah, we'll just see where this goes. So let me just see if this works. I'm not really going to be doing anything on Logic, but just to prove to you that this is Logic. This is a kind of the way I'm making my music now is I make a song, make another song, make another song, make another song, make another song, and then kind of try to, I don't know, blend them together in a way, if that makes sense. Hey, DNC, thank you for the merch update. Just placed my t-shirt order yesterday. Thank you, by the way, to anyone who's been ordering merch. That's very cool. And I have a... well, I know the international shipping is very expensive, so we're fixing that. We're getting a UK distributor. So all my Europeans will... Anyway, yes. So, yes. From one Sue. From Sue to Sulva. Anyway, all right. Let's get this started. So, I'm just going to have this going in the background, like I said. But this is just the first edition of this kind of a series of projects I'm going to be putting out. It's about 6 tunes. Some of them you've heard, some of them you haven't. This one was made on a frozen lake in Croatia, of all places. But let's get into this. So, Silva, you can speak on this as well. We got to meet up for the first time in Sheffield, which was very cool. And hang out for a bit, have some snowball fights, and go sledding and jumping down the hills. I also brought my camera too, which is great. So I'm going to be putting together a kind of a big video at some point. Harrison and I, once he's back from his travels, we're going to put together a little video. So I got an email from PayPal, and it was like 500 words, and it was all in Norwegian. I was like, what? How the heck? I don't know. So stuck it in the old Google Translate and prayed for the best. I'm gonna move this computer over here so I can see you guys better. So speaking of the UK, I got to meet up with Katie Bosworth as well, which was great. And since then, we've been making some more stuff. And she sent me some cool vocals that I figured I'd put over this tune. But yeah, so Sheffield, I'm getting ahead of myself. Where did we start? We started in Manchester, wasn't it? Let me turn this down a little bit. And Manchester was insane. Manchester was like the first show I've had internationally. And it did not disappoint. We had T-Man, the MC. Harrison played right after me in the other room. Drinks on me, and so it was very wholesome. But it felt it just everything I had heard of like the crowds around the world, and it was very evident that the people there like to party. But we did Manchester. Right after that, we took a train rather back to London. Whoops. Sorry. And immediately went back to London. Played the Steppers Club in those joints. And then the worst thing happened. I met I met Eloquin, Jacob, Zephyr, Jack, all the Six Palms, he's somewhere near. But we met everyone. It was a great night. I went home and I woke up starting to get a little bit of a sore throat. Let me turn this down a little bit. When I woke up, the sore throat had turned into literally COVID. And Harrison and I had planned traveling across Europe, and we have one day on the back end of each show to relax / eat and be a normal human. But long story short, I went to Croatia and got stuck in the middle of the forest with no medicine, because I didn't realize that in Croatia they don't sell medicine over the counter. And just got deathly ill in the middle of the forest. But after that, it was fun. I ended up making those 2 songs, which was fun. And Harrison and I were running around on the frozen lake, doing a whole sort of shenanigans. But again, you'll see that in the video, which is fun. But yeah, we traveled for a bit. Came back just in time for Sheffield, the first Sheffield show with Web Club, which was great. Ended up meeting Sammy that night. He came and hung out, played a couple of our tunes, or one of our tunes, the only tune we had. but it was fun. Funny story about yeah, exactly. The funny story about Sheffield was that I started and I put my USB in, and I already had left three USBs with Todd Edwards in Manchester, and I left another USB in London. So I'm already down 4 USBs in 2 shows, and I brought 6. And so I have these 2 tiny little ones, and I put it into the mixer, and I literally press one button, and it just like emergency loop, emergency cues the rest of the CDJs. And so Forrest has to come on. He's like, oh, it's been 10 hours. He's flying all the way from the US. And we like fade it out and we start the next song. And I look at him, I'm like, I don't know what the hell just happened. I think my USB's corrupted. So I rip out the USB and I throw it in the crowd. And some random Donnie put up on his story like 4 or 5 days later. He's like, LMAO, I have all of the Hans Glader exclusives. And I was like, please don't share that. But yeah, so I put in another USB and tried to use that third mixer again. Same thing happened. And I realized it wasn't the USB, it was the mixer. So that was 5 USBs. And I lost my 6th one after Printworks. So I lost all 6. Came home with nothing. But maybe someone got a cool souvenir. Anyway, though, after Sheffield, it was great. Met up with Forrest and Katie and a bunch of the other lads from Web Club. Had some good food. Played the show. And then it was a bummer, though, because we were in Sheffield. We were coming back for our plot show. And a massive snowstorm came in, which made it a bit difficult for some people to either get on a train or show up to the show, whatever. So I'm glad I got to see everyone for the Sheffield show, but big love to the Web Club game because the gang, they all showed up and showed out, even in very cold weather and so big love to them. But anyway, what happened after that? Hopped on a train, came back, had Saturday, Sunday, left for Poland, of all places, and enjoyed a little bit of a Polish experience. Poland was great, to be fair. It was really fun. Cheese! Which one is too loud? So yeah, this was, Poland was Harrison Drinks on Me's first time skiing. And I don't want to out him, but I don't think he's doing that again. So we're going to go skiing. We're going to go snowboarding, actually. This is our goal. We're trying to trick Harrison into going to the slopes again. So tell him there's like a winter show, and then chop off the top of the H. It's winter snow. Next thing you know, I think honestly he might be better on a snowboard, or just put him on a sled or something, like a sled dog. Anyway, it was fun. We got to ski a little bit. I love skiing personally. It's one of my favorite things to do. So the fact that I got to do that in Poland was kind of nuts. It was great. Hung out, made some music. We had a nice little spot on top of the hill. And after that, we were in Poland for like 5 or 6 days. And we came back just in time for Printworks, which was quite the experience. Printworks, yeah, to be fair, that night was crazy. We had Printworks and we had Ministry of Sound directly after as part of the after party. So we played the pre-party, which was during the day at like 5 p.m. And then we played the after party that night. And we got Champion, which was really cool. and as well as Prescribe the Vibe, which was actually really sick as well. But rewind to Printworks. Printworks was sick. We were in the Inkwell's room, which essentially is just a Printworks, like just a smaller size of the same Printworks. Uh oh. Pause. Cinti with the 10 gifted. This one's for you, Cinti. Jeez. Cinti, we actually got to meet again, and she was sitting right there. Yeah, who's sleeping on Wes's couch. God damn, Cindy. Welcome back is right. Are you mad? Are you mad? Oh, thank you, Cindy. Everyone, welcome back, man. Welcome back. This is great. We're getting our little gang back. Oh, you know what I forgot at home, though? I have a little, like, conductor hat for the hype train. Oh, that's lovely. Cindy, you're the best. If you got a sub from the one and only, make sure you say thank you. It goes a long way. Love, 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 love. So anyway, so Printworks, we, yeah, just it's a smaller version of the main room, but in no way is it like a closet. It was crazy. Wes was front row. He's getting all the videos. Oh man, Nika. Jeez, the 5 gifted. Thank you, my boy. Everyone's getting a sub. You get a sub. You get a sub. You get a sub. Choo choo. Oh, we're close. We're close, friends. Oh my gosh. I keep trying to think of things to say, and then all of a sudden I go thing in my ear. Check under your seat. You get a sub. You get a sub. Socks. Yes. Oh yeah. So Socks and I released a tune the night of London, the Steppers show. No, that's not true. The night of the Plot show with Steppers, which was very cool. Take Me Away premiered on UKF, which was very, very, very fun. Thank you, Nika. That was awesome. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Harrison, get the hell out of here while I'm telling stories. You tell your side of the story after. I tell my side of the story tonight. I'm joking. How can we get you here? Can I just like... Well, I don't know what time it is, but if you're free, I'll FaceTime you in. But I'm telling stories about Printworks. Printworks. Celsius, you. Uh-oh. Well, I know he's awake, so we're gonna see what he's doing. Help me tell these stories. Silva with a gifted Degusta fork. Thank you, my bro. All right, hold on. Let me ping this man. Oh. I have come halfway down a mountain to get service. Let's get it. I might sound like a robot. All right. I think a Wild Drinks on Me is about to appear from the hills of Eastern Europe. Yo. All right. Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi. I don't think there's Wi-Fi in the wherever the Serbian mountaintops. The bulgogi sauce. How's the service in the boonies? Oh, Harry, I'll play this thing I've been working on. Two of us. A little new one. I know we have that other thing we need to. Jesus, how many updates are there for Discord? Should I just FaceTime him and leak his number? Let's see if this works. He's coming. He's coming in. Soon enough. Let's give it a second. Discord. There we go. Talk about the menace. Oh, we will. We will talk about the menace as soon as he gets on here. Holy moly. Alvy. Men like Alvy. Got to meet Alvy in London, which was fun. Had a nice little Uber ride with him while Harrison was slumped as always. So when is he fucking not? Sleeps all day, sleeps all night. Sleeps on me. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to call him. I don't know if you can hear that. Let me add a source. Oh. Wait, hold on. Wait. hold on. Wait. Can they hear you now? I think so.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Jeez.
Hello? Right. Can you got me? Can you hear me?
Oh, I got you, buddy.
Let me just eat my microphone. Hold up. Is that better?
Oh. Okay. Wait, I'm trying to get you on the. Oh, here we go. All right, there he is. All right, drink. Stop. So where are you right now? Tell the people where you. Oh,
mate. The funny thing is, right? I say on the top of a mountain. I'm not lying. There's just like no service here. I'm in Rome. I'm not in the third world, cuz I'm like, I'm just in Rome, blood. But I've had to literally walk like 2 kilometers to get service. I saw you were streaming earlier. I was like, I cannot miss being a menace on this fucking stream.
Right, well,
it's the first one back in so long.
I have the power. My cursor's right over the X button. So as soon as you go off the rails a little bit, I'm hitting it.
As long as I start telling truths, yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah, well. All right, where was I? Well, I was just talking about Printworks, but I think we should talk about the menace.
What is the menace?
The menace, the menace from.
Oh my!
London.
No! How do I know who you're talking about through one word? Bro, you could have used any awful adjective to describe this guy, and it would have been much applicable, bruv. This guy was the biggest knobhead I've ever seen in my life.
You're gonna be better at describing it, so you go ahead. Well, so here I'll set the stage. So essentially, this is our last show. Is a little special D&B night, hosted by some of our friends, that essentially had an orchestra that. How would you describe it? Like reharmonized or just like transcribed it to drum and bass music to like a full orchestral thing? It was cool. But they had like an after party where they had like drum and bass and stuff. And Drinks and I showed up for our set. We were in like the side room, which was cool. It was like low ceiling, kind of like sweaty. To be fair, it stinked. It smelled like poop, but it was just like testament of all the people like having a good time and sweating. But as soon as we got on, I'll let you take it away. All hell broke loose. Poof, thank you for the sub.
Is how strictly does Twitch monitor swearing? Because
Oh.
this guy needs some adjectives, but like I can calm it down if you need me to.
Censor yourself as much as possible, but I know
Okay,
he deserves something.
okay.
He,
Well, this guy, fam, this guy did not realize he was not part of the lineup. Blood, what what was going on that night? There was something in the water. Oh, I'm about to be attacked. What's going on?
don't let him
Um,
cook.
so you you have to bear in mind, I'm literally like halfway down a mountain, and there's like cars driving fucking high speed at me. Right. Anyway, so this guy, just comes up at the start of the set. We're like, okay. He was on like two other people's sets before us, so we just kind of we let him do his thing. Do you know what I mean? Because we thought maybe he's like an MC that's just kind of going across the sets, but obviously I can do a better job. Do you know what I mean? So me and Hans stepped up, and I politely you were like you were right in earshot of me, didn't I? Say super politely. I was like, "All right, mate. We don't need an MC for this set. I appreciate it, but like, I'll do my thing on this."
Yeah,
I said something along those lines. Like, you know me. I will never come at someone with aggression.
yeah.
So I was just like, "Yeah, man. I don't need an MC. It's all good. Like, you can just take a step away." And he kind of, what did he do in the first instance? I feel like he kind of went and just like stood right
Yes.
over us, didn't he?
It was like one of those you could like walk behind the decks in a way. It was kind of like the bathrooms are behind, and so anyone really could just walk up and do their thing. But this guy, yeah, we tried to make it obvious that there was like, okay, there's a separation here. There's the stage thing, and then there's, where the audience or listeners are supposed to be. And yeah, he was just like lingering, man. He was just standing behind there. And you and I are trying to like move back and forth and get from one side to the other, and keep just like, mate, get out of the
Mate,
way. What are you doing?
mate, I had to keep like skanking aggressively, like to the music, to kind of like give us a radius, bruv. Like this man was standing over us, like trying to envelop this set, and I was just like, man, we really don't need. I've asked him like once or twice politely, so now I'm gonna keep on taking it a step up in terms of aggression levels before this guy kind of gets the vibe that I want him to piss off.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, mate. Honestly, you've been standing here for like 10 minutes. We don't need an MC. Like, I appreciate it, but just move. And he was like, "Oh, I get you want to be center of attention." I was like, "Well, ideally for my DJ set, I would like to be." Do you know what I mean? Like, that is kind of the whole point. So me and you are just trying to spin some rhythms. Like every drop is just getting ruined because I'm just watching for this guy over my shoulder. And then there's one point in the middle of all of this, he's about to reach out and take out your USB.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, the audacity of this fucking geezer.
And then he
So
turns around and he's like, "Oh, I thought your set was until like 25." And we're like, "No, it's 45." But
yeah,
even so, it's like, what are you doing just sitting up here? It's not like an
mate,
open
he
deck.
wasn't even playing afterwards.
Yeah,
It's
legit.
not like he's even on the lineup. So what does it matter when my set finishes? You're not on, blood. And so he he's getting really like aggressive at this point, and I'm like, okay, the only way is to fight fire with fire. I get on the microphone, just like affects everything out for like
So
10 seconds. And I just go, bruv, this is not a back to back to back. Fuck off.
it was so good. It was so good. Literally, like, and at that point, it turned into kind of like a brawl, like a turf war. It was everyone in this in this club versus this guy. And like even our friends too are like, "Mate, like get the fuck out of here! Like no one, you're, what are you doing?"
Yeah,
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 called
legit. And then
security.
one of his friends who was like super on something, like her pupils were insanely massive. She was like a friend of this guy, and she's like, she's looking at me and she's like shaking her head in like fear. She's like, "Oh, please, please, don't do anything. Like, he's a friend of mine. He just wants to DJ. He's just trying to start his career." I was like, "Okay, but this is the wrong way to do it." I was like, "Can you please just tell your mate to like go?" And then she took him off somewhere for about 5 minutes, and it was like, it was bliss. It was 5 minutes of respite from this man's like hot breath on my neck. I was like, right, brilliant. I think we've got rid of him. Then we told the security, we were like, "Oh, that guy that just went, like he's being a pain." Even the guy that we had as a cameraman on that night went up to the security and was like, "Just don't let this guy back in again." But that security was lacking. That was, it
Because
was
he was running
weak.
back and forth. He was like busting, like shouldering people, and it's like, "Hey, how'd you get back in
Yeah,
here?"
exactly.
I don't
How
know.
on earth are you let back in? Like the DJs, the cameraman, and the friend of the girl are all like, "Yeah, this guy, like, don't really let him back in, please." And it's like, sure, it annoys me though, but that's just UK security guards. And then he comes back in. He's holding a beer, and I'm like, he's gonna lob that over the decks. And me and you looked at each other, we're like,
Yeah.
that is going to go over these decks. And then like we kind of just carried on. It kept on going back and forth. I don't think we actually had the respite all throughout our set, and we played what 1.5 hours or
Yeah,
75 minutes.
and it was supposed to be a drum and bass set too, but after he left, I think everyone was just like, What just happened?" So we ended up just playing a bunch of
Yeah,
like two step and some other stuff we were working
we
on with
had
Leela.
we had Leela, right? Who's like, me and Hans have made a tune with Leela, and I'm sure you'll hear it at some point, right? Um, she, the sweetest girl ever, like a really really good friend of mine, was so unconfrontational, as are both of we. Like neither of us are confrontational at all. But that shows the limits that you get pushed to. That Leela steps up and goes like, "Just go away, like leave."
No one
I was
wants
like,
you
I've
here.
literally, yeah, no one wants you here, and to be told that, do you know what I mean? By someone who is so calm,
Yeah.
and you've been told by all these people that are normally super chill, including your mate, like it's just ridiculous. And anyway, like the after the set, I went outside into the smoking area, and this geezer's like out there in smoking too. And I was like, right, now that there's no music going and there's some security guards around, I'm never gonna throw a swing, but like I'm gonna go over and just chat to this guy and see what he's saying. Like see understand where he's coming from. And he was like, "Oh, I've MC for Benny L near archives, yada yada yada." None of which I believe was consensual. I think he's
Yes.
probably just stolen the
MC.
microphone. But he's like, "Yeah, I've MC for yada yada yada," and like he's just name dropping, and I'm like, "Okay, mate, like brilliant." But we didn't want you on ours, and I made that very clear. So why do you keep on doing this? Like, why are you doing this to yourself? And he was like, "Listen, I'm trying to make a name for myself, and if I don't take every opportunity that I get," and I'm like, "You're doing it the wrong way. There's opportunities that present themselves to you and are good, and there's opportunities where it's not even an opportunity in the first place, but it's definitely going to give you bad clout." So
Yeah.
I mean, our room's got about 50, 60 people in it. That's 50 or 60 people that, if they ever see him out again at a nightclub, will be like, "Oh, fucking hell, it's this guy." It's like, it's not good publicity. Do you know what I mean?
No,
So
it's not a
I,
good look.
I tried to understand what he was saying, but even in the smoking area, he was so defiant that he had done anything wrong. And I had about 3 or 4 guys that had been in the room before, all with me in the smoking area, saying like, "What is this guy's problem?" They were like backing me up. So there was. I don't think I've ever met such a narcissist. Like honestly, that's all that could possibly excuse this behaviour. And obviously, it's not an excuse, but it's like, how do you love yourself that much to the point where you don't understand, like just social signals, and it's not even social signals. It's like literally just being verbally told to go away.
Yeah, I'd
I don't
feel
know.
so
It's
weird.
like,
I feel so weird too
right,
if that happened. I stuck around too. Like
bro. I remember you
all eyes are
saying to
on
me
me.
after. Legit, you said to me after the set, you were like, "If that was me, I would have cried." Like, if there's a whole room of people where it's like, through fault of your own, but still, there's a room full of people that are literally just hating on you.
Yeah,
It's like,
to the point where the DJ
how
has to
would you?
turn down the music and tell everyone how much of a nuisance you are. It's like, mate,
Literally,
uh,
I just don't understand how you kind of go to sleep that night and think, "Yeah, I've done all right. I
uh,
made a name for myself."
I emceed for Drinks on Me tonight. That's another one put down on the list.
Oh my god, he's actually going to do that in another smoking area, isn't he? He's going to go, you know what? I
Yeah.
MC for Hans Glader, drinks on me, Benny L.
It was wicked.
No, mate, get me off the list.
Yeah,
Bro,
that was the
that
only
guy.
like I don't know weird thing that happened. All the other shows were great.
Yeah, there's literally zero complaints on any of the shows. I think some of the shows that we were expecting to be like smaller and less like rammed, less energy, ended up being like the bigger ones. The
Yeah,
ones that we maybe expected to be bigger ones ended up not being the big one, and it's like you can never tell.
yeah,
But every set that we went to, we had a great time. Like the Manchester one was really good because we had like separate sets, so obviously you could do exactly what you wanted and then see
hmm
how it went on like a UK like UK soil.
yeah,
And then all the rest of them being back to backs was sick because then we could like match each other's energy and just gas each other up. So
yeah,
it was really sick to have you out, bro. Honestly.
yeah. No, it was a lot of fun. I know I've been slacking on the videos too. I know when you're back home or when you have a chance to like sit down, um, we should start divvying up that footage and putting it together. Because I
I
keep
agree because you got to come out and we're gonna do number two.
I know we're gonna
So
do number two. Yeah, that's exclusive. So yeah, whenever that happens or when that happens, um,
yeah,
but no, I mean
I
I
think
keep looking at the videos, man. I'm just like, fuck, that was. It's one of those
mate,
things
me
like
too. I've been using them.
I've
I've been using them so much in just like little promotional material, like
sure,
Spotify
sure,
assets. I'm like,
but
they're so good.
those types of trips though, I did one when I was younger with my friends after high school, and I still talk about some of the stories from that, and we say every time that it was one of those things where like in the moment you don't realize it, but like we'll probably talk about some of the stuff. That was so much fun. I mean, we balled out on a budget, man. We flew around Europe for literally
Yeah.
like change that we found on the ground. Had such a good time. Like that was
You
honestly
pretty much got to Poland based off of Cincy's subs, bro. I got you to Poland and back, blood.
yeah, big up Cinti. Yeah, bought me a plane ticket. Um, but
Now just buy one yourself, Cincy. Get on the beanbag. That's what we're saying.
yeah, next time.
Player free on the next one. Yeah, but like you say, you know how we say we've been slacking on that video, but I think it'll be so much funnier to go back and edit it once we've kind of forgotten what the content is. Like, like honestly, there's a silver lining in it because if you had just gone and like to your little holiday and then just edited it for a month straight,
Yeah, I'd
would
be
have
like
taken
sick
the
of it.
fun out of it entirely. Yeah, I've rewatched some of them. There's a couple that I had on my phone that I like forgot to put on the lacy, and
Yeah,
I was just creasing. I was like, if this is a part of it, like the whole thing's going to be joke. I reckon you need to do once it's edited. I reckon we need to do like a watch along party on Twitch,
yeah.
and you can kind of premiere it before we upload it to YouTube or whatever, so that this lot can obviously see it way earlier than everyone else.
Let's see if I
Because that
have
would be
anything.
sick.
I want to see if I have any on my computer now. I can just tease, but yeah, we.
Yes.
That was no, I don't think I do actually.
Is there anything else you want my co-commentary on? Any
I don't
other
know.
stories in
Well,
particular?
what so far all I just talked about was holidays, me being deathly ill and you having to deal with that, which I thank you for again. This guy, I swear to God, every single morning he's like I'm like, let's go inside the mind of drinks on me, like he's like, fuck man. I'm gonna wake up to either like it's like, oh, here's another day of this shit again. But
A zombie on the sofa bed,
yeah, I'm not quite
literally.
sure how you didn't get sick at all, but it's part kind of a minor miracle.
I'm built differently,
Yeah.
bro. It makes me crease though. Like doctors giving you paracetamol and you're just chinning half a liter of rum, like with dinner. I'm just like, mate, this cannot
All
be
right.
a good mixture.
No, that was that first day. First day was bad. First day was bad because we were in Croatia, in the middle of a forest, and like the only thing we could get was honey, or like tea, and so I'm just like willing myself back to and then the other thing we could get was rum, so we got a lot of that, and it helped in the moment, but it's just I don't think it's sped up my recovery process. By the time I got to a major city in Zadar, we got antibioticos, which I think saved the day. But
Definitely.
no, that was, thanks for dealing with it. That was good fun, but we'd go out to eat. We'd go walking on the lake, and we're so hungry. We're in a place with no food. We finally get food, and I'm like, dude, I can't taste anything. And then but,
Bro, it is Eastern Europe. You're not gonna taste anything even if you're well. These man don't season shit, fam.
they also don't eat. They just smoke cigarettes and drink coffee until
Bro,
like 2 in the afternoon.
legit, man. I had my first ciggy the other day, and I felt awful because I was like, when in Eastern Europe, you just
Sure.
got to get immersed in the culture. But
Yeah.
bro, I felt so ill. I'm never doing that again, fam.
Oh, dude.
I mean, it was after 3 liters of wine, so I don't. Maybe the cigarette was not the
Yeah.
problem,
The
but
liters,
still.
the measurements just keep going up. Half
Fam,
a
I'm
liter,
I'm
1
building.
liter, 3 liter.
I'm I'm becoming the Kool-Aid man, bro. Next time you see me, I'm gonna be half liquid.
Oh
Oh,
my
mate,
god.
when are you? Have you got any ideas on when you're gonna be back out in the UK?
Yeah, I do. Um, I haven't like totally patterned them, but from what it sounds like, beginning of September, at least like
Nice.
first week of September, and then some other stuff going on like last week of September. So whole of September, I think. September.
Well, let's get round to and let's do. I guess like a bit more music stuff this time because we just fucked around.
We
Like
did. Well,
we,
to be fair, it was like we never. Well, we did meet. We like hung out in person for like 2 days in L.A. But this is like our boys' trip.
yeah,
But like you're saying, all of the stuff that we've got via video and all that, you know, stuff that we're filming, not of us specifically making music, but yeah, I think that goes a long way for content as well
yeah,
as just
man.
like looking back and realizing how fun that was. But yeah, dude, we'll do it again.
Yeah.
We'll do round 2. We'll make it even better. We'll do some more shows. Hopefully, we can get a big old beanbag for all the anyone who wants to come.
Yes, you already know I got one, bro.
I'm
You
gonna check
already
a
know.
beanbag and that's it, and ski gloves again.
I don't think Six Palms can fit on it, but he's already in London, so it's all good.
Oh, that man is. How tall are you?
I'm 6'4". I'm like 195
Fuck.
centimeters.
And he's
I think he
he's.
was the same, innit?
Oh, you two are big boys. I'm a little
I
shrimp.
know.
I look. Yeah, whatever. Um. All right.
Well, yes. Let's get it again in September. We'll do round 2, and I'll drop the line now, and I'll catch you in a bit, my bro.
Yeah, boy. Thank you for coming on, my G.
No worries. It's been the highlight of your stream, I'm sure, for many.
Literally,
Um,
it has been my stream. It's just all I've done. All right,
get
bro.
the VODs on it. Get Soelvez and Cincy to bang some VODs on that.
Yeah,
Beautiful stuff.
they're fine up. All right, baby.
In a bit, my G.
I'll talk to you soon. See ya.
See you, my Bruce. Bye.
See ya. Jeez. Drinks on me. Well, now you know I'm not lying. That guy was a piece of fucking work. I'm kidding. All right. So that was kind of all I really wanted to do today. Was just kind of hang out and talk. But let's play some more music. Oh, Harry, I don't know if Drinks is still on here. But he asked me to send him this. So I guess we'll just open it up. So something we made this is funny. So we were putting together our USB for the plot show, which was our little curated event. And we realized how much of the music that we have that we just haven't put out. And this was our very first tune we made. Yeah, Feeling. Here, let me try to find the original version first. And it was the very first tune we made back. I'm gonna show you a hilarious. slightly embarrassing, but this is the first day that Harry and I met. Jigsaw me met. And he asked me to do a little like Instagram live type thing. Um, and just look at look at our hair. Um, Holy moly! Look at this. Let me change this. Oh my god! Just wait until Silva. He's got hair like you, mate. I am going live. This is June 19th, 2020. It's like, but look at the thumbnail. Oh, yikes! That's brutal. But anyway, so not long after that, Drinks and I made this tune. Where is it? Yeah, here. This one. This is called Feeling. This is the first tuner. Let me turn this up a little bit. Bring the hair back. All right, you know what? I'll show you something else too. Last night, I damn near shaved all my hair off on accident. Look at this. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it. I'll But backstories, I just started shaving my head without the guard on. Anyway, so this was our first go at it, and then it's like a kind of 4 on the floor thing. Jesus Christ. Okay. So we played this out at Plot, and then we decided to redo it. But this is kind of the second go at it, the 2023 version. Oh wait, this is not the correct version. I'm realizing. So rewind. Just wait a sec. I have to get the correct one. Oh, why is this not on this computer? Alright. Well, I'll just bounce it from this other one. Worst case scenario, just listen to the bounce of it. But yeah, I think our idea was, well, I don't know actually, because this version of the song is cool, but then I like the new version. It has swell. This song is sick. Jeez. Omira. Hello, hello, hello. This sounds like such classic Drinks on Me too. The doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Alright, while I'm waiting for this to load, I'm gonna play this from earlier. This has not been released. No. No, 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 no. Yes, I agree. It should be released as a AB. Alright, I'm just gonna get this going. Sorry, this stream is kind of just like getting everything back in order. There's a lot of moving parts in this little room. Alright. Alfie. Don't tempt him. Like, yes, that's it. That's what it needs. Can you airdrop Logic projects? Or is that just too crazy? I feel like that'd be insane if you actually could. I'm gonna try it. Jeez! Prepare to qualify. Oh, I have a bounce with it right here. Alright, good. We can play it. Okie dokie. Alright, so I'm just going to listen to... I don't think this is coming over. So we're just going to do... Let's see if I got it in here. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Drink. Alright. Airdrop's coming in. Bang, bang. Don't tell me. Receiving feeling.wav. All right, let's see what this has to offer. Don't judge me. I think this is the right one. Even if it's not, it's close enough. Oh yeah, let's turn this up. Way Knight Rider. Oops. Sorry. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Alright, for this last little bit, I think what we're going to do is we are going to take a little peek into our Europe trip. So we'll see how this goes. I'm not going to do too many because I want Harrison to be on here as well. Let me do this. But as you can see, there are a lot of videos. These are all iPhone videos. This was kind of fun. Harrison and I when
I've got the GoPro footage for it. You're gonna see a lot of hand gestures from me, and I'm sorry about that.
watch this. We literally went. Watch this start though. This is hilarious. So you start and then you get red flagged. So they stop everyone. So I'm the number 2 car right in front of Harrison. This is drinks on me point of view.
The hands!
Just unnecessary. then you'll see we have a little battle on this restart, which is always fun.
Mate, this car is shit.
Dude's racing me with one hand, and the other hand he's outrageous. I ended up getting him. And then we have a bit of an accident. Anyway, let's see what else we got on here. This is from the Steppers show. When this loads. Little adventure.
Straight, right?
Yeah.
This is hanging out with Samuel.
Go on.
Samuel Bashir.
Yeah.
None of that. This is a weird video. Harrison took this. And then he took a video of me from like a very good camera, but I don't know how he captured this. This is me at a store at like 4 a.m. It's like some private investigator. Weird. Let's see. I want some eloquent stuff, but I don't know if it's on here. Lots and lots of our good footage. I'll show you some of the lakes where we were. So these first 2 tunes were made right here. Took this little thing. Doopy out the window. LMAO. Anyway, I'm not gonna dive too much into this because I want, like I said, to do the full watch along. But this is where we made the music, which was kind of fun. Computer did not overheat, which was good. Lots of natural coolant. I'm sure there's some good stuff on the iPhone. Ooh. This is Sheffield. This was Ministry. This is the song with Lilo we were talking about. That one's fun. This is right when I got off the plane. All skiing. A pro. Look at that. What else we got? Oh, here he is. Here he is.
Literally solved.
Literally solved. Solved the problem. Damn. This is Implode Land. Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. Anyway, I'm just teasing you. I'm trying to make you excited for it.
I fucking ran into him while he was crashed into the wall.
That's a funny video. Let's do one more of these. We did some shopping. This is honestly, I cooked for Harrison while I was so ill, but did like some come down with me style stuff. And this ends up just I think it started okay. Yep. That it quickly went downhill. Some good pasta though. Unfortunately mistaken cayenne pepper for paprika, and it was so bloody spicy. I'm not going to get into the end of that because I think I know what happens. But yeah, lots of fun stuff on here to look at. But for now, I think we just will, whoops. So yeah, we're not watching that. And go to the end. No, we will. When we'll do another one of these next week, Harrison, we can break down all the videos. But welcome to the studio. This is the big stew, the new stew, the home of the streams for the next little bit. I don't even remember what's at the end, to be honest. Gotta rewatch those myself. But cool. All right, guys. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad to be back here. We'll start making some music soon. But look out next week. Drinks and I will get a little watch party going. And start to break down these videos and tell more stories, because there's so many stories. I mean, we only talk for 20, 30 minutes today, but there's lots to talk about. But yeah, guys. You mean, very right in that, like, looking back on this stuff after is so much more fun than doing it, right, immediately after you're done. So giving it some time to render and linger and marinate. But it's great to see all you guys, everyone who was in here hanging out. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this whole time. Of course, thank you to Cinti, Nika, and Drinks. Everyone else who was gifting subs. I had to restart my computer that I'm watching this on monitoring because it overheated. Excuse me. So, Poof, Sylve. I don't know. Still working on it. Drinks, Cinti, all you guys. Thank you so much. And we will see each other next week. I think we're going to do Tuesday. Normal times for streams are Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we're going to start doing Tuesdays, Thursdays. Let's just say Tuesday next week. Same time, same place. Why so low? Jeez! Hey. Why so low, NAS? Great to meet you too. Hilarious guy. But we'll get into all those videos. I have tons of videos of all of you, Yannick and Naas and Serva and Wes and Zoe and the whole crew. But till next time, guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. It is my roommate's birthday today, so I'm going to go celebrate with him a little bit. Happy birthday, Ken. And then, we'll talk about shows and stuff, show announcements next week for June. Until then, enjoy yourself. All right? Peace.